Trevor hated the night shift. He was the only front desk clerk at the old Hawthorne Hotel from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Nothing ever happened. Until it did. The Hawthorne was one of those pre-war buildings downtown, creaky, dim, full of character and secrets. Half the rooms were always empty. Management was too cheap to renovate or tear it down. Still, some folks loved the vintage charm. One stormy Tuesday around 3 a.m., the hotel phone rang. Room 313. Trevor blinked. That couldn't be right. He checked the registry. Room 313 had been unoccupied for 6 years, sealed off after a double suicide. A couple had checked in on their anniversary and never checked out. Slashed wrists, do not disturb sign still hanging when housekeeping found them 2 days later. He'd heard rumors, guests on the same floor reporting sobbing, lights flickering, phones ringing with no one on the other end. Classic ghost story stuff. But Trevor wasn't a believer, until now. He stared at the phone, heart racing. It rang again. Room 313. Against better judgment, he picked it up. Front desk. No response, just a low, breathy static. Then a faint voice. Need towels. Click. Trevor sat frozen. That wasn't a prank. That voice sounded weak, desperate, like someone who hadn't spoken in years. He grabbed his keycard and made his way to the elevator. The lights flickered as it rose. The doors creaked open onto the 3rd floor. Silence. Room 313 was halfway down the hall. The number plate was missing, but he knew the door. Scratched paint. Old lock. He paused, then knocked. Nothing. He slid in the keycard. The light blinked red. He tried again. Green. The door unlatched on its own. Trevor stepped inside. The room was freezing, air thick with mildew and something metallic. Blood, maybe. Furniture covered in sheets, dust so thick it muffled his footsteps. But on the bed, a perfectly folded towel. He turned to leave. Slam. The door shut behind him. The lights flicked off. He pulled his phone flashlight. The beam caught a message on the mirror, foggy handwriting like from a breath. He's still here. Trevor spun. Nothing. Then he saw it, a figure standing in the corner. Long coat, head tilted, no face, just darkness. Trevor backed up. The mirror behind him now had a second line. He's not done. Suddenly, Trevor's phone lit up with a call. Unknown number. He answered. You shouldn't have come in. Who is this? He shouted. The voice chuckled.
I've been watching you.
The lights flicked back on. The room was empty. Trevor bolted out, down the hall, down the stairs, straight to the front desk. When he looked up, the lobby was gone. No desk, no entrance, just an endless hallway, hotel wallpaper stretching forever. His phone buzzed again. Room 313, missed call. And the message tone, check-in confirmed. Guest, Trevor M., room 313. His name. He ran to the nearest door. It opened to another hallway, and another, and another. Every door read 313. He was never supposed to answer that call. He didn't deliver towels. He delivered himself.